And by the grace of God, I am born again, and I am married to my beautiful wife Annette, and we have two wonderful sons, David and Ray Shelton. Currently, I am the team leader at Artists Against Hunger Uganda. We are a local grassroots non-profit that advocates for 59 children, both vulnerable and orphaned, alongside 22 other families that are vulnerable. So we do the advocacy through provision of accommodation to our resident kids, and daily meals, and clothing, and medical care, and we provide scholastic materials and tuition to all our kids. So we give education a high priority in our ministry, because we know for sure that it is one of the avenues through which a child can overcome various kinds of social injustices. So we have almost 40% of our children are in junior high school, and that represents a higher tuition bill. But we are grateful to God for His provision always. And we are very intentional when it comes to the spiritual discipleship and mentorship and development of our children. We have a discipleship model in place, and that is we have regular Bible studies and daily prayer meetings for all our resident children, and we have a monthly prayer meetings for the non-resident children. So the reason as why we do that is we want to make sure that our children are acquainted with the knowledge of the scriptures, and they can apply it in their day-to-day lives.
My name is Majeri. I'm in Form 4 at Giant High School. This ministry started helping me from primary 5 up to where I am now. It has taught me so many things: how to read the Bible and how to pray. Because of this ministry, I have a bright future, and I'm seeing where I'm going. May God bless.
And the great thing about this, the great highlight that we have, is about 70% of our children have professed their faith unto the Lordship of Jesus Christ. And that is something that we will not take lightly. We are grateful to God for such a highlight. And we as well have a field where we grow, we teach our kids to grow food. We are growing corn. We have an acre of banana, what you call plantain. And then we grow beans, we grow peas, and cassava, we have jackfruits, avocados, etc. The reason that's why we do that is we want to make sure that these kids know that one must work in order to eat, and as well to know that food is not grown in the grocery stores. So because we are raising leaders, we have found it very helpful to have the kids work in the field. We as well have a small poultry project at the girls' home, where we raise about 100 chickens, and they help us with eggs for the kids' protein. And so they have as well acquainted our kids with with farming skills. They know how to raise chickens now, and so we are thankful for that. But over time, we have seen the real impact. The magnitude of the impact is beyond what we can quantify to measure units. It's amazing how our kids come to us when they are broken, when they have anxiety, they are uncertain, they have insecurities, and when they come to us, like the open hands that we give to them, the atmosphere of prayer, and the home for them to, the place for them to call a home, there is a way that all these factors in combination have helped these kids to regain a home.
My name is Jovia, and by God's grace, I'm the president of all the kids in Artists Against Hunger. I joined Artists when I was very young. I was so hopeless and helpless. I was so desperate, thinking I will never be someone in this world. But joining artists was a total game changer in my life. They took me to school, they showed me love and took good care of me. They taught me of Christ. Now I see a bright future ahead of me. I'm pursuing my certificate in pharmacy and I believe to be a strong person in this world. Thank you, Artists Against Hunger. May God bless you, Uncle Terry, Mommy Ann, and all the partners of Artists Against Hunger.
My name is Nawaris Dokas. I'm in primary 7. I thank God for Artists Against Hunger for supporting me from primary 2. I thank God because I had no hope for learning, but now I have hope for continuing with my studies. May God bless you.
My name is Ethan Kamuba. I'm in primary 7 at King Dave Binasa Primary School. I thank God for Artists Against Hunger for supporting me since primary 2. I had no hope for my studies, but now I have hope for continuing my studies. Thank you, Artists Against Hunger. May God bless.
So my name is Bernard. I'm 20 years old. My mother and my aunt have been supporting the project. We were even able to work with the kids, harvest corn, collect the stems of corn plants and then turn it into protection for the banana plant against the upcoming dry season. And it's been a really interesting experience, just to experience how to take care of these kids who would have no chance at getting a proper education.
I agree with that. Hi, I'm Silas. I'm also 20 years old. And I'm also so happy that we decided to come here. I didn't know anything about this project. I just knew that Bernie's mom and his aunt are supporting it, and so I was very excited. And I learned so much within 3 weeks and so many experiences I think I will never forget, and I will tell my grandchildren about. I think it's great what you're doing here, and I'm so happy to get to know all of this.
Every time you partner with us here, we are able to rewrite more stories. Every child has a unique story.
My name is Nankara Augusti. I'm so grateful to the Lord because I'm still schooling. I thank God firstly because He has been good to me. He joined me on Artists Against Hunger. It has been well since I joined it. I wished to become a midwife when I grow up. When my dad died when I'm in senior 2, I didn't know what to do. But I started cancelling all my decisions and started thinking of becoming housemaid so that I can live. But when I joined Artists Against Hunger, I started thinking that I'm also a human being and I can be all what I wish to be. I've reached now senior 4 and I'm still studying. I'm so grateful to you because you've been providing for us every day. May God bless you and fills your pockets abundantly.
But with all that being said, there is not any way we would have been able to do all that we do had it not been for your support. All the things that we do are courtesy of your monthly giving. We want to say thank you so much. Every other time you've helped us, you've come, you've been there for us month in and month out. That is something that we do not take lightly. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 58 that be steadfast, immovable, and knowing that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. I thank you so much. God bless you. However, the needs are great in our community. There are very many school-going age children that do not go to school because they cannot afford to pay for their tuition. And there are very many other little ones who can't be able to afford a nutritious meal. And again, there are several people who cannot afford the medical bills. So it's one of the reasons as to why we want to come up with several projects to alleviate that.
I am Annette Mutebi. As a ministry, we are looking at both short-term and long-term projects which will help in providing for the needs of the ministry and the needs of the needy in the community. Such projects include medium-scale piggery and poultry projects, building a school, both primary and secondary, for the needy in the community, building a hospital which will help provide medication for those that cannot afford, buying more land to plant perennial crops such as coffee, to establish a feeding center to help provide meals to those that cannot afford a meal. All these projects to come into existence will require a lot of funding. So we ask of you to stand with us both financially and in prayer. And you can as well share with your church, family, and small groups.
So the boys had a full month at our field making bricks, and we were even able to burn these bricks. So we are good to go now to get started with the foundation of both our pig shelter and our chicken coop. So we want to be able to raise about 50 piglets and as well about 500 chickens to get started with. So we know for sure that when these projects are up and running, very many other people will be helped, and they will as well help to generate more domestic revenue, which will aid us in our endeavors and will as well finance our needs. May God bless you.